scrapbooks from my work.
Every page describes the end result of her work.
I don't think they've ever worked anybody as long as they've worked me.
23 years of newspaper clippings. Her name, though, you'll never see in the headlines. It has to be that way. Her life depends on no one knowing her.
You live once and you die once. You might as well go out doing what is going to be best.
She's a confidential informant for police. She's the one that goes into a drug deal armed with just a camera. She has to gain the trust of drug dealers fast and keep doing it over and over again.
To me, a doper's like a dog, a mad dog, and it'll smell the fear on you, and you can't show any fear or they're going to know what's going on. You can't be nervous. My guts will shake, but on the outside, I'm laughing.
For more than 2 decades, she's been partnering with law enforcement all over Kentucky.
I only had 8. I got $400.
Making buys that lead to arrests, living her career.
I slept in my car for 2 years up there, chasing those dopers, go to the creek and take a bath.
She remembers Rockcastle County.
They come at me with a circular saw to my legs one time, trying to get me to admit that I was the law, and I laughed it off. I said, I just put on a new pair of pantyhose. I was the only female up in the middle of nowhere, no cell phones back then. They had no clue where I was at, the law didn't.
Police say this young woman, a mother of 2, was caught trafficking in cocaine.
Her deals, though, haven't just been for drugs.
Marksberry wanted thousands of dollars badly enough that she offered to sell this newborn baby, her 2-year-old son, and even offered the confidential informant to get pregnant again with another baby to sell.
I bought a baby. I made payments on 2 babies. I bought cocaine off of her first, and then she offered me her kids for sale.
That headline, she says, her saddest. Her passion stays with the drug deals. Her first roundup in 1991 resulted in 100 cases on 67 people.
It gets in your blood. You got to keep doing it.
She's logged them all like check marks on a to-do list because these dope buys, all of them, are a personal mission based on a past of pain. The first article in the book starts the story for the pages that follow. In this one, she's the victim.
They lived out on the ridge where I lived.
She was 40 years old, walking down a road near her home.
I got raped by dopers, and I wanted to fight. I got hurt mentally, physically, and emotionally, and I just wanted to fight back. I didn't want it to happen again.
Months later, she showed up at the police department and started working cases, putting one drug dealer at a time behind bars.
That's how I made peace with myself, going to work and chasing dopers and catching them.
By the time her rape case started moving through the court system, she had already become a successful and valuable informant for police. She says officials asked her to drop the rape charges so she could continue a career by their side.
A rape case is real hard on the victim, and it downs the victim as much as it does the rapist, and they didn't want it to reflect on the dope cases that I had at that point.
The decision to drop the rape charges was a turning point, and she never looked back.
Pretty tough, but I was fighting to get the dope cases, you know? Eventually those boys will get their own.
Because for her, closure comes every time she turns a page.